So what do I think to be the best path that someone could follow if they're trying to make money online? They're trying to look for a way to work from the comfort of their own home so that they can have, long-term stable cash flow, income, whatever it is you're looking for, whatever your goal is. What do I believe to be the best path to follow? I see a lot of people, especially right now, they've jumped into a lot of different opportunities, and they feel totally out of control because the companies that they've joined have moved the goalposts. They haven't been able to earn the income or the money that they've put in, and they've put in a considerable amount of money, or invested a lot of money, or they put in a lot of time and effort. Some people have tried to build a team, and they feel that they're not getting anywhere because the company that they put a lot of trust in ran with the money, or they weren't able to get money out, and it's been very, very disappointing, myself included. Now, are you looking, I see a lot of people are looking for ways, or looking for a company that the way that they're trying to solve this problem is simply by looking or searching for a company that is going to, be that long-term company, where actually you're looking for the wrong thing. You're not, the whole point is you're not actually looking for a company that's going to be long-term. That's not your solution. That's not the thing that's going to fix the problem, because those, really, whether those companies exist, that would be great if we could find such a company that could be perfect, and we could be sort of sure that when we jump in a particular opportunity, we can be sure that they're going to be around for the next 5, 6, 10 years, or for the rest of your life. But don't get that into your mind thinking that those such companies exist, because it's better, it's more healthy, it's going to make you, literally take a back step and think, okay, those companies don't exist. So, what do we do? Who do we follow? What do we think? Where do we go? What's the next move? What path should we be following in order to solve this problem? Because I know, some of us are not giving up. Many of us are not actually giving up, and I do see a lot of people who are giving up. They can't find that company. They can't find that magic pill. They can't find that whatever it is that they're looking for. And to be honest, guys, you shouldn't, even if that company or if such an opportunity exists, and maybe you're sitting here watching this, believing that the company that you are involved in, that's the company. You believe that that's the company that's going to be around for the long term. My advice, guys, is don't believe that such companies actually exist. Now, if they do exist, great, go for it. That's wonderful. If you have found some kind of magic pill, I'm happy for you. Keep going. But just get into your mind that such companies really do not exist. Now, I'm not going to necessarily say that, you have to go like 5 or 6, 10, 15, 20 different companies, or, obviously multiple streams of income. You've heard that before, and absolutely. That's true. That's one strategy, and I think that's very, very powerful, very exciting. But at the end of the day, you've got to have, the thing. I mean, to be honest, guys, I've been doing a huge amount of personal development recently, and some of my recent videos have been talking about personal development. And one of the people I've always really enjoyed, I love, is Anthony Robbins, or Tony Robbins to many of you, and I love the messages I get. Every morning I feel it's such a really uplifting feeling to be able to switch on. I'm trying to get up really early these days. I'm changing a lot of habits. I'm reprogramming, re-strategizing. And one of the things I heard recently, obviously, and I've heard this before, but it's very, very important. I've heard it again. You first, okay? You first, guys. It's very, very important to really think about you, all right? If you are, right now, if you're thinking to yourself, I'm so desperate, I'm chasing the money. I need to get that next video out there. I need to get that next email out there. I need to get some content on social media. I need to go out there prospecting. I need to do this, this, and this. But if you're not ready, if your mind is not thinking straight, or if you have some kind of issues in your health, if there's something that's holding you back, or you feel down about yourself, you feel stressed out, you need to fix that first. Okay, it really is that important. And I've found that, I've been running businesses online, and up until last few months ago, I've been really hurting inside. I've been sitting on my I've been doing my business on my sofa. I've been slouching, and I don't know if many of you know, I'm living in Japan, and the way the furniture often is in Japan is that we've got a lot of low furniture, but I hate sitting at low furniture because I got bad legs. I got problems with my knees, so I don't like to kneel on the floor like they tend to do in Japan. So I have a high kind of sofa. But I haven't actually got a proper desk, or at least I do now. But before, I was trying to do my work sort of leaning over a low table. Okay, I was sitting on a high sofa. I was leaning over a low table, and my back was killing me. And I literally, I was spending, 5, 10, 12 hours a day on my online business. And you could imagine, I was thinking to myself, I've got to get this final bit of content out. I've got to do some marketing systems. I've got to get some, I've got to get some funnels out there. The team needs some funnels. The team needs some training. The team needs another video. I need to do this, this, and this. Fair play to me. I mean, I was getting the content out there. I was doing what I needed to do. I was trying to crush it. That was my goal. It was just to crush it. I was to do whatever it takes. That's important, and fair play to me. I was doing that, and that's fantastic. But my body was hurting. I was I was in a lot of pain. Okay, my back was killing me. I wasn't doing the exercise because I didn't have time. I just didn't have enough hours in the day. And then when I went to bed, I was just feeling exhausted. And I went to bed really late, and then I was getting up late. And when you get up late, sometimes you just feel really bad, and it's not, things are not going the way you want it. I was too busy to think about my food. So I was just, in Japan, we get these kind of things like lunch boxes. I don't know if you know, or bento, that I was just buying a bento from the local convenience store or the local supermarket, and they put some really bad things in, like preservatives and stuff, and, oils, and, it might look all right. It might look, it's got some vegetables in there. It's got some, balanced, it looks like it's balanced, with some meat and vegetables and rice and stuff, but it's actually not good at all. And I realized, and I actually, to be honest, I've had some issues in my health recently. One of the things I've got an enlarged prostate. I don't mind admitting to this. I've got various other things, and it's all made me kind of feel a little bit painful, a little bit, concerned inside my body. And I do live in Japan, and I will say that my Japanese is not bad. My conversational Japanese is not bad, but I do tend to stay away from doctors out of fear, because I just don't know if I can understand them or what they're talking about, or I just didn't want to know that. I just didn't want to hear the truth about my body, and I knew that my body wasn't feeling good inside. I knew my health wasn't good, and I didn't want to go to a doctor thinking they're just going to give me the truth, and I just didn't want to hear the truth, knowing that my health is not good. So. But anyway, I did go to see a doctor, and it turned out the doctor was a really, really good guy. He spoke good English, and I think that was important, because although I'm quite proud of the way my Japanese has improved, I can speak reasonably good Japanese, but I wanted to hear, what was wrong. I need to have a strategy. I needed to fix my health. I need to fix my body, and I had I decided to change my mind. Started drinking more water, started to change my posture, started to rearrange my whole working area, getting a new desk, and I even little things like downloading an app that tells me I need to drink more water. Now's the time to drink more water. And whenever I drink a glass of water, I click a little button on my app that says, okay, congratulations, your next glass of water you need to take in 1.5 hours, and then by the end of the day, gradually, bit by bit, I was able to turn things around a little bit. Now, obviously these things take time, and you need to put in the effort. You need to change your habits, and they can take several months. But I can already feel, because I'm doing the exercises. I've got an exercise bike that I bought about a couple of years ago, but I hadn't really started to use it until about a couple of months ago. And now I'm doing 40 minutes every single morning on my exercise bike. I'm breaking into a sweat. I'm doing stretches every morning, and I feel really, really good. And the other thing I'm doing is I subscribe to another website called Mentorbox. Mentorbox right here, and I've already gone through so many books All right, this is not a website to replace reading books, reading good positive mental attitude books, but this is a website that allows you to get more feeling of really understanding the author. It feels like you're developing a lot of mentors, and there's a lot of video lessons, game plans, how worksheets that you can download, and then obviously you want to order the book. And what I do now is I've got what do you call it, Amazon. I can get audiobooks from Amazon where I can listen to the books, because my reading sucks. I'm actually dyslexic, so I just wanted to. I didn't want to shortcut anything, but at the same time, I wanted to be able to get to a point where I can keep these habits going without procrastinating, or without sort of thinking, life got in the way, I can't keep things going. So I want to do the various things that keep things going, not to shortcut, but at the same time I wanted to make things a little bit easier so I can keep things going for the long term. And that's so important, is to not just to do things for a couple of weeks, but to do things for several months, because once you do things for several months, you keep it going in spite of the fact that life gets in the way, then you feel things start to become a habit, and once you can make it a habit, then you can keep it going. And that's really what I'm trying to do here, is just think about my health, think about the my spending habits, think about my my learning, my developing mentors, going onto YouTube, what kind of videos I'm watching, what kind of input I'm getting in. It's all about the mind. So back to what I said about Anthony Robbins or Tony Robbins. It's about you first. And one of the things he said is that when we get onto an aeroplane, and they tell us in the standard video at the beginning of the aeroplane, before they take off, you've got to watch the video, the safety video, and they say you've got to put your own mask on, in any problems when we're about to crash or whatever. Hopefully it doesn't happen to you guys, but if you're about to crash or whatever, and the masks come down, obviously what they say is that help yourself first. And then help your children, okay? And then put the mask on your children. And you think, like, what's the deal with that? But the point is, you've got to help yourself in order to be able to help others. If you're not ready, if you're not in good good mindset, or if you're not helping yourself first, how are you going to be able to help others? And that's very, very important. And I think this is so critical, so crucial. You need to think about your own self first. Now, I didn't want to make this too kind of mindset, or kind of like something that you weren't expecting, but I just wanted you guys to see that if you're looking for an opportunity out there, if you're looking for a direction, if you're looking for what's your next move, what's your next game plan, are you just jumping around from opportunity to opportunity? Really, guys, I know a lot of people have struggled recently, in recent times, but you really do need to think, if something isn't working, there's a reason why it's not working. You're taking the wrong strategy, you're taking the wrong steps. Okay, your next move needs to be something a little bit more deep. You need to be thinking and fixing something first before you can think about the next opportunity. Because I see a lot of people chasing money. It's not about chasing money. A lot of the big entrepreneurs, a lot of the gurus, they actually say that a lot. You shouldn't be thinking about chasing money. You should be helping yourself. Obviously you need to have goals and ambitions. You need to have your dreams. They're very important. But at the end of the day, sometimes if you have too many solid plans in place, you're not going to be thinking of your next step. So sometimes your next step, sometimes when we take our next step, and if it's not aligned with your goal or dream or anything like that, then you're probably going to end up taking the wrong step. Sometimes, the next step could be totally different, and you need to be flexible enough to think, because we're always pivoting. Okay, so your next step could be here, and if you've already set too many plans and goals, you're probably going to miss that opportunity. You're pivoting. You're thinking, this is my next step. What should I do now? Go here or here. But if you've already set out your concrete goal, and you're not flexible enough to think that, right, hold on a minute, I need to be going in this direction, or I need to be doing this. This is how a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of successful people, and a lot of people are actually out there teaching, really, is that if you've got your dreams and ambitions too solid, if you've got too many plans that are so fixed, then you're not going to be flexible enough to pivot to the next step. Because right now I see a lot of people, they might have some really clear goals and they've got their long-term dreams, long-term ambitions, and they've been taught to do that. But actually the danger is that you're not going to be flexible enough to make some alterations, because we always need to pivot. You could be, going over here where actually, you need to really, that was a mistake. And especially in our space is when we're working with network marketing businesses, is that sometimes you're not actually in control. And you need to think that you are actually in more control than you think. And that's why when, we can go back to things like, how to brand yourself, how to get yourself out there as an authority. And that's really what you need to be working on. Sometimes but in order to get to, how do you get to become an authority? Well, you need to help yourself first. You need to think about, okay, how do I help this? How do I think about my health? How do I make some changes in my body, make myself come across as more positive and healthy? This is very important, and people are more likely to work with you. If you always come across as someone who's always chasing the money. It's not about the money thing. The money will come if you fix this first, and this is very, very important. So this video is not so much about the mechanics, all right? It's not so much about what particular opportunity you need to be thinking about. It's not about the, necessarily the next move. In other words, not necessarily thinking about the what company should I be looking at next. It's are you ready to take your next move because you're feeling right here. Are you strategizing in the right way? But are you taking too many? Have you made too many concrete plans that you're not flexible enough to think where you should be pivoting to think about your next move? So anyway, I'm not going to make this video too long, and it's not about any specific opportunity, but I think that people really do need to think about put themselves first. It sometimes reminds me of the sad story about what's his name, William Robbins. Who was a fantastic comedian, and he made the world incredibly happy. That was obviously his mindset. That was obviously what he wanted to do, and he excelled at making the world happy. Nobody could say that the guy wasn't funny. He was an absolute genius. But unfortunately, he died of. I think many of us know how he passed away, and it was very sad. And the one thing that he needed to focus more on was himself, and it's very, very important to focus on yourself. And right now, because of the small changes I've made, it actually makes me feel my whole day is much more productive, and I can get a whole lot more done because I'm probably waking up a lot earlier, which in fact I am. I'm waking up a whole lot earlier, getting more hours in the day, but I feel good because I feel refreshed and ready to tackle the day. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm not an expert at any of this, but I'm just getting great ideas, great methods, great thoughts, and it's really helping me to really reprogram my thinking. And I do highly recommend Mentorbox. I've subscribed to Mentorbox for a yearly subscription. There's no affiliate link. I'm not going to benefit if you join Mentorbox, but I just think that the people who are here, who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, are going to absolutely love this. And I think that this is something that I'd like to contribute and make people feel that I'm just not always about trying to, make commissions out of people. I want you guys to make the right next move, to go in the direction that's going to really help you, your family, the people around you, and most importantly, help yourself. Fix yourself. Then you're going to be able to fix a lot more people. And if you go about that, your whole network marketing businesses, your whatever opportunities you get in down the road, it's going to work out for you. And just understand a little bit, going back to what I started off talking about in the beginning of the video, is so at the end of the day, are you looking for are you really looking for a particular company that's going to be around for the next 10, 15 years or forever? I mean, I see a lot of people doing that, and it's a shame because you just got to get it into your mind that those companies don't necessarily exist, and it doesn't matter. As long as you've got this right, your mind is right, and you're helping yourself. And you're building up your own personal brand, and you're going to get a lot more people attracted to you anyway, regardless of what opportunity you get into. You just got to get into your mind that you're not looking for an opportunity that you're going to sink your flag in. Okay, that's never going to happen. Even if you do, even if such a company exists, great, congratulations, you found one. But don't waste your time looking for such companies, because you just got to get into your mind that the opportunity here is not about looking for that perfect company. You're just looking for, because guys, times change, bank systems change, technology changes, how we learn, how we use social media, how we use technology, everything is going to change. If you can't keep up, you might as well just give up. And I do see a lot of people giving up, and it's a shame. But as long as you keep up with the times, it's the same with income opportunities. There's no such thing as a long-term business opportunity, so don't keep searching for it. You need to be building up yourself. That's the only thing that you can guarantee long-term, because you are the only thing that determines whether you're going to continue or not. If you decide to quit, it's over. That's your call. Nobody's going to make that call for you. Some people will allow others to judge you, and if you decide to quit because somebody else has said something or that made you sad or made you upset, that's your problem. But at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to make that last call. And if you decide to quit, that was your choice. However, the one thing that you can guarantee, and the one thing that's going to last forever, or at least until you die, we're all going to die, is you. It's you, your mind, your body, how you decide to live. Okay, how you decide to live today, tomorrow, and in the future. Whatever happened in the past doesn't mean anything. Okay, so if you're crying and you're moaning about those last opportunities that didn't work out, and you think that you're just out there to look for the best opportunity, you're not going to find it. Okay, or at least don't put that into your mind. Don't put that into your plan. Okay, what you need to be planning is you got to be keeping going, and understand that we pivot. We make our next move based on our valuation. Yes, have long-term goals. Have short-term, mid-term goals. That's important, but you need to have that flexibility to be able to pivot. Okay. And that's important. We all have some ups and downs, and your next move is going to depend on how positive you are, how good you feel about yourself. That's important. All right. So I'm sorry this video has been very long, but I just wanted to get that. It's been something that's been on my mind, but I'm just making these next moves. I'm reprogramming my mind. I'm really adjusting, and it's made a huge difference in my life. And what I choose to do on a daily basis, and it's going to make a huge difference to my income. But don't run after money. Don't be that should not be your main focus. Your main focus is you. Fix you, and then everything will fall into place, and you'll have your wildest dreams will happen. Absolutely. All right, and you'll get there. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, and have a great day. Cheers, guys. Bye.